Hey, how's everybody doing? Good Tuesday evening. Hey, Jesse. Hi, Gatry. Hello. Truly amazing. I love that one. Hey, Mom Duke. So happy you could make it. How is everybody doing tonight? Happy Tea Tuesday. Mixing it up on my lives a little bit. I have my beverage choices. Did everybody have a good day? Hi, Mary. Mine was filled with meetings as usual. You had a good day. How are you feeling, Mom Dukes? Are you recovered from your surgery? Hi, it's Sal. Oh, now, Erica back? Did she just do like a quick weekend trip? We've been trying to schedule our vacation, and I'm the one who keeps getting in our way. We thought we had everything figured out where we were going, when we were going, and then I realized that I'm teaching 2 courses this summer, and one of them is in person. Hi, Marina. So I can't really be in 2 places at one time. And so we're having to rethink our vacation plans. Anybody else planning vacations? Ooh, I'm tired. I don't know about you guys. It's only Tuesday. I shouldn't be that tired yet. Everybody following the news. It's so upsetting what happened in Nashville yesterday. You've not been on vacation in years. Oh no. Canada, we were gonna like drive out to Niagara and then back down. We had like a like whoopsie. Hi, Arlene. Honestly, I just use like a week at my house. Anything clean is if I make everybody else go away. And I just stay here. My ring light just wants to reflect there, doesn't it? Let's see. How can I? Oh, there you go. It's just gonna reflect there. There for some reason. Maybe it's the one in the back. I don't know. No. Oh, but yeah, if I could send everybody else away, maybe for a little while. Niagara's on your bucket list. I went there when I was probably about my kids' age, maybe a little bit younger. Or I don't. Hi, Ellen. I don't remember seeing I don't remember seeing everything when we were there, but that I know we went there. Or I remember more about going to my grandmother's house after in New York and going to see the play Cats on Broadway. Oh, I have a friend who's clawing up my chair here. Midnight, are you going to come say hi? No, you just want to claw up my chair? Okay. Hey. So, would you guys like to see what I picked up in Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty? Yeah, because I didn't do a lot of shopping there. Hello, is that Sherry? Or Erica, I mean? It must be Erica because you're driving. Dang, are you driving home from work or are you driving? I know you can't even answer. Or coming back from vacation. Has everyone checked out the collab from over the weekend? I think I've seen most of you comment on it. For all of the new to us as boxes. She's driving home from work. Thanks, Mom. Hi, Sylvia. We're just chit-chatting right now. I haven't done much yet. Ellen, you're catching up with videos. It's so happy birthday. Did you have a good birthday? Has everyone checked out Itzel's channel? She's been doing great. Hey, if you haven't yet, you might want to go check it out. Subscribe. I think you just recently got a little bit that, hey, Dagan Hills. I think Itzel just got over 100. Hi, Mary. Thanks for coming out tonight. Hey, now, Jesse also has a channel, but I think you all know Jesse and Mary Catherine just getting in from work. And Dagan Hills has a channel, I believe. Mary, I loved seeing Smudge playing in the foozle from your box today. Hey, he was so cute. Her 86th. Wow. That's fantastic. So much fun. And yeah, we had a lot. We had my mom's birthday earlier this month and Andrew's. This past weekend, Andrew and Bob, my husband, went camping up in Gettysburg. They were with scouts, and it was my poor husband. He hasn't been camping with them in about 2 or 3 years. Whereas Andrew's always gone just with the troop without my husband with him anymore. And so he didn't have like all the right equipment anymore. He was used to Cub Scouts where there was a lot more involvement with parents and everything. But it was rainy and chilly on Saturday, and then we got terrible wind. Wow, you're almost at 500 videos. That is amazing. Dang, I can't believe how many I've put out. When I looked at it the other day, I was like, what the heck? But so yeah, they were up there, but apparently like Saturday morning at like 3 a.m. the winds really kicked in. My husband thought his tent was going to just blow over. So they both came home exhausted on Sunday. Okay. And then Emily had to dance on Sunday at, well, first of all, she went to, oh, I had a good night on Saturday night because everybody was gone. And Emily had a friend ask her to do a sleepover, so she went over there. So it was just me and the cats. The wind was wild everywhere, yeah. So they were, so it was nice. Saturday night was a nice quiet evening. I dropped her off, went and picked up some dinner, and came home and watched a movie. And then I picked up Emily and her two friends Sunday morning and took them out to breakfast. I have never felt less cool than I did out with 3 12-year-olds. Well, I was sitting there at the table, and Emily was originally across from me, and her one friend was next to her, and the other one, yes, it was a very untypical Saturday for me. The other one was like at the end of the table instead of next to me. And at one point, they were all down at like the other end of the table, and I was like, I was like, I've never felt so uncool. And they're like all sitting there on their phones. I'm like, are you all texting each other there? Hi, Wilma. So we had a lot of fun with that. Yes, it was like, mom, 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 go away, stop. At one point, Emily like stuffed her face. She had like little chipmunk cheeks, and it happens. And when I get to be grandma, I'm cool again. Yeah, until my grandchildren reach teenage years, I can see it with my kids. Yeah, we're so cool. Well, grandma does rate better than I do. I think at this, yeah, grandma rates better than I do at this point. At least my mom. I am. I, I would like to think so, Jesse. I'm just not cool to my 12-year-old, which I guess is kind of par for the course. Right. If only they knew. Yeah, I'll become cool again. My mom became cool again, and around like college. We do have it all going on. Thanks, Jesse. Hey, yeah, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. But then Sunday after we went out to breakfast, and I took the other girls home. Emily came home. She had to go to a Girl Scout meeting, but then she also had to dance at the Baltimore Blast game. It's an indoor soccer league. Oh, bye, Mary. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, so yeah, so we went to the soccer game, and that was fun. And it's always fun to see her get to dance and to really see the progression in her dance and all of her friends. Hi, Laura. Hi, Arlene. And I've had terrible time with my internet today, Arlene. It was been crazy. Yeah, tell them I'm going to do some TikTok videos. Those, they are crazy like that. Oh my gosh. And it's hanging out. It's definitely more with my daughter too than with Andrew. Andrew's still thinks I'm fairly cool, or he just tolerates me. But Emily is a little Miss Social Bug. Uh, I'll have to see. I don't think I can share anything on here. I don't know. Oh, otherwise I would just share my screen and I could show you. Oh, her pictures of her. Or I'll have to like tack something onto the end of a video. She is going to run the world someday. She already runs ours. We did well. We had fun. It was a crazy weekend, and they're both so involved with things, and I love seeing them though in their time when with scouts because it was a very pared down group this weekend. He's had some trouble with some of the kids in there and some of the kids at school. Oh, oh yeah, she would make that. She would declare that everybody has to be kind. Ellen, her dance group uh, is about 10 to 15 girls, but that's like her company, her group within the bigger company. The bigger company is closer to about 50. And then she helps. In fact, well, she's at her ballet right now. Hi, Brandy. Hey, Emily's at one of her ballet classes right now, but she actually goes early in Tuesdays to help with the other kids, the younger kids. It's like the 4 and 5 year olds. Surprisingly, she still wants to be a kindergarten teacher even after dealing with that. Yes, Arlene, it is. If we could just treat each other kindly, treat each other, or I keep telling my kids, my biggest job in life is to raise them to be a good person. And it's not, to make millions of dollars or whatever. It's to be a good person, to help others, or lift others up. Yes, it is. It should be a given, but that you would be amazed the stories that I hear from them coming home from middle school because as Emily's in sixth, Andrew's in eighth, and oh my God, these kids today, they make the teacher. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, today this teacher cried." I'm like, what are y'all doing making teachers cry? Hey, there's fights all the time. Emily told me that today one kid, they were like starting to get into it, and then he just like attacked this other kid. Oh, thank you. Oh, the other kid happened to be a friend of hers, and she was like, he was just trying to, was just trying to cover up so he didn't get hurt. Yes, it is. I know, Mary. They were rotten. There's always going to be kids that are bullies and things, but when this makes me feel so old. When I was little, though, it was when you left school, you left it. You didn't have all this social media. Uh, Andrew was telling me the one day because he's been having some problems, and granted, he's been a little problematic himself. I'm not going to say that my kids, oh, oh, fart butterflies and rainbows, but it he has just been having such a hard time, and they tell me about all these things going on. And he told me like some kid had taken a picture of him and wouldn't delete it, and I was like, you need to get that deleted now because otherwise I need to be talking to, because you never know what they are. Middle school is the worst. It is so. Ugh, I remember And I was like, I was never a bad kid, but I always say I wasn't a bad kid, but I was a bad kid in middle school because we all were. Or, oh, thanks, Mom Dukes. We were all, passing notes and talking behind teachers' backs, but nothing like they're doing today. Hey, just absolutely nothing. You're right, and Hills, that it's I think a lot of it is on the parents. A lot of them aren't monitoring what their kids are doing. And and then it's, oh, my poor baby when the school gets in trouble, when they get in trouble in school. How could they possibly be the one causing a problem? I will. Your friend got suspended because she got into a fight somewhere else. Oh, thank you, Mary. Yeah, I saw that in Nashville. That is, it is awful. You send your kids off to school every day. School is supposed to be a safe place for them where they're supposed to learn. And, you know, I hear about all the fights that go on in their school. And then you see this national news, and it's just, yeah, I'm like, that was me when I was younger. I was more afraid of my parents. My mom was a teacher, and we knew we could not do anything and get away with it. And especially when we were in grade school and my mom taught in the same school as us. My sister and I could not get away with anything because it was a Catholic school. They would have just marched us right upstairs to my mom. Then we would have been really up the creek without a paddle. Right. We were disciplined. We got disciplined at home. We got disciplined at school. Your kids are homeschooled. Well, that's always a thought in my mind, but it, if COVID taught me anything, it was I cannot be my kid's teacher. She was, they were a mess. We were a mess. Andrew needs the structure of school. My mom was a middle school teacher, but because we were in a small Catholic school, all grades kindergarten through 8 were pretty much all in the same building. And she hated middle school. No, I shouldn't say she hated middle school. She loved middle school. Well, it takes a certain kind of teacher, probably crazy, to want to teach those grades, but yes, yes. Dagon Hill, I think you nailed it. People feel helpless, isolated, and full of hate, and they just don't know. They've not been taught how to oh, contain their energies and put it towards good. And yeah, a lot of this things have like online academies. Even when Andrew had though like full time school during the pandemic, getting him to concentrate there was really really difficult. Well, so Emily, I think would do okay, but Andrew needs that in school routine. Right. That is it, Mary. There is a lack of respect. Like when I was younger, you might have one kid mouth off to a teacher, but boy, after that happened, nobody else was going to do it because all it had to do was that one time. Hey, Sue, how are you? Your sister taught for over 40 years. My mom was a teacher for a very long time, and then she eventually started teaching teachers, and then when she retired from that, it started tutoring. Hey, Kim. Sue, I've been loving all your Temu unboxings. Yes, I think we need to have some more of the things like the Marines to get to discipline. And every time I watch Sue, am I getting any more PR? I'm supposed to have one coming. But it's taken its sweet time getting here. And I can't sign up for any of the other ones until that comes. Yeah, I feel like we should just we just need to take social media away from them for a year. Like, learn how to interact without screens in front of you. Because I see it too, like on, you see it too, though, even with adults, like on Facebook, getting in like fights with each other, calling people names. I'm like, you wouldn't do that to somebody's face, but maybe they would. We all need courses in civility. Yes, that's it. They need to learn personal interaction. They need to learn, and oh, and I keep telling my kids, like, you need to learn to work in groups. This is going to be the rest of your life. Oh, I am sure, Wilma, that they put a big stop to that. Yes, and everybody, I agree. Everybody can be really tough behind a keyboard when you don't have to face somebody else. It went back to books. I'm amazed at how few books my kids have. Like, they might have like a one for English that they're reading, but they don't have, otherwise, they don't have any books that they bring home. Yes, YouTube, they all reward drama and bullying. Dang, TikTok, Instagram, all of it, just the social media rewards bullying. Yeah, I feel like my kids don't even know. Yes, I was just about to say that, Kim. Like, my kids are never going to understand, like, how to look up something, like, in an encyclopedia, like, to actually go to a library and do research. Yeah, we don't have, right now, we don't have lockers. I think the kids are starting to go back to them, but for the most part, they haven't. And I've already heard that in the high schools, the kids don't use lockers. Most of our high schools are so overcrowded that it's impossible for them to get to their lockers. So even before COVID, the kids weren't using them in the high schools. Now it'll be interesting though to see what they do. Maybe they're not even building them in my kids' high school. My kids will be going to a brand new high school. Well, it's a public school, but they're opening up a new one in the county, and my kids are districted to there. Yeah, I don't think accessing everything online is good sometimes. Things in it, knowing how to. Yeah, my backpack was always so heavy, and it was like stuffed, like the seams were like bursting, Jesse. Oh, yeah, they have no idea what landlines are, how to use them. Yup, mine too. Although I will say, hey, Mary, hey, with spelling, I am a terrible speller, absolutely horrible. Math, science, I'm really good. But I can't spell to save my life. So sometimes, like this, look it up. I don't know it well enough to even start looking it up. And Andrew is the same way. A commercial popped up. What? They're throwing them in the middle of lives now? Right, Mary. Looking things up made me help me remember, and also doing like index cards. Like I remember doing I was like the queen of index cards for like math or Spanish. As I was doing, and oh, that's what helped me remember was actually the putting things. I can't believe an ad popped up in the middle of a live. That is insane. I mean, what is come on, YouTube, get it together. You're not a great speller, too. Yeah, I can't. My dad couldn't either. My dad was, I have always said it, my dad was the smartest person in any room. It didn't matter, but that man could not spell to save his life. Nor can I, nor can my son. They want to push the numbers on the rotary phone. Oh, I'm feeling old just remembering rotary phones and all of that. Yeah, Spellcheck has been my lifesaver. Yes, Itzel, that was me. I would have, and I would like section them off just because it would be so hard to find things at one point. Yeah, my daughter is a walking spelling bee, as is my sister. Or Emily will come out spelling. I'm like, how do you know that? And she looks at me like, how do you not? I think the only time they write things down, Mary, is in math. Like I will see, especially Andrew, taking out a piece of paper to work out math problems. That was You were the spelling champ. Right. If you had to dial especially if you had to dial like another area code, whoo, took forever. You can't tell by my typing. That is the one class I fought my mother on a couple of classes in high school. One of them was typing, and I ended up she won that battle, and I took typing. I am so glad she made me take typing. And I won the battle on Latin though, and now I'm like, man, I should have taken Latin. It would have helped me so much on like SATs and some of the courses I had to take in college, like etymology of medical terms. Right, we don't know numbers anymore. I was trying to the other day, late last week, like somehow my phone got so screwed up. Emily's like school email like took over my phone somehow. Like all my contacts were wiped, Mary. I was like, okay, whose phone number do I even know? And it was like my husband and my mom, and that was about it. I was like, Everybody else, sorry. Thankfully, I spent like half a day and I was able to get it back because I was like, how did my contacts just go away? I couldn't even get into YouTube on my phone. Now Emily's like, I can't get into YouTube on mine. I'm like, well, too bad. Yeah, I can do that somewhat, type while looking at another paper. Or I have to get into it first. Like once I've started typing, and I'm good to like look over and type something else. I used to know someone though, that I worked with, and she would do that, but then she would be like on the phone, like on phone talking to like her friends like all day, and you would find in the middle of the stuff she was typing, and she would almost start transcribing her conversations with her friend. You only know Erica's and your ex-husband's. That's it. I know, oh, my husband's and my mom's. Yeah, I do know mine. You hunt and peck with one finger. That's my husband. He hunts and pecks. And he'll always say, I wish I learned how to type. They see that's you're in finance, Mary. I can't do that with a calculator. My husband could. He has to hunt and peck on the letter keyboard, but on a calculator, he just can zoom right through. Yeah, I don't do enough like on the calculator, or when I do statistics, it's all run through a program. Eric could type and talk without looking at the keys. Yeah. Yes, thumbs up, please. Thank you. Thanks, Mary. Erica, I hope things have calmed down for you. I still do math in my head too. Oh, and yeah, and I'm sometimes faster than the person doing it on a calculator. Your daughter passed statistics. She had a tough time. Yeah, I thought, especially like basic statistics in college, I thought was great that I took it my freshman year, and I took it while managing a sorority, and one of the seniors in the sorority was taking it too, and she was struggling mightily. Yeah, so I had to. So I tutored hanging out with one of the seniors and helping her with past statistics. That it always is kills me too, Wilma, when people can't count on out change. That was like one of the first things I had to do when I started working was count back change, and I'm like, how do people not know how to do this now? Yeah. Fractions, I was still okay with, Kim, but once they got into pre-algebra, some of the stuff in algebra I remember, some of the stuff in geometry, I've already told Andrew, I was like, dude, you've like surpassed me now. You are on your own once you get to trig and calculus. And I took up through Calc 2, but oof, I don't remember it at all. And when my daughter comes to me with some of the things, I'm like, go ask your brother. And she's like, but no, I need help. And I'm like, Yes, and Andrew probably knows this better than the rest of us because he took it and he actually understands like the way math is taught now. So I'm like, please go ask your brother. I loved geometry. Absolutely loved geometry. Hey, I liked algebra, loved geometry. I hated trig and analyt. Although I have a feeling Andrew's going to love it because there's so much that physics relies on, like trig and analyt and getting into calculus. And I will say I loved calculus. For me, calculus was like why you took everything else. It was like everything came together there. Probably should have gone into like physics or chemistry. Your favorite's history. I appreciate history now so much more than I did when I was in school. Like if I could just take classes to take a class and not have to worry about grades or anything, I think I would take like the literature and the history classes as if I could go back, the statistics, whatever. Yeah, they learned, and I don't know if it was Common Core or New Math or whatever it was called, but there were some things where I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Exactly, Mary. I didn't in school, but now I do. Like when I got that history by mail, that was so neat. I love and like this weekend, Andrew's learning the Civil War stuff right now, which was just coincidental that he got to go to Gettysburg this weekend and go to the museum. And I'm like, my husband was telling me that like after the museum, probably because it was raining, the kids all uh, uh, um, you'd be surprised, Mary, that they still teach a lot of the same things in literature that we did. And I mean, Andrew's is moving into Shakespeare and Romeo and Juliet. Yes, Jesse. Calc 1 was fun. I took Calc 2. That is like if you want to torture somebody, make them take Calc 2. I've heard I never made it to Calc 3, but I've heard that was actually even easier. Well, Andrew's starting Romeo and Juliet, so he'll be in fact, they're reading it and then they're actually going to a performance. And it's too. Oh, my tiny dancer is home. Bye, Itzel. Enjoy dinner. Hey, Ems. Can somebody go take the chicken out of the oven?
Yep.
Thank you. My chicken might be ruined. Oops. Oh, she just checked. Okay, good. I was like, whoopsie, I forgot I put that in there. You just use rocks. Smiley. Good night, Itzel. Thank you so much for coming. It feels like that sometimes. Hi, Donna. Yeah, I've been on for a little bit. Be on for a little longer. But now the cat's crying at me too. Oh, I do the 7:30 because Andrew helps with Cub Scouts usually from 6 to 7, but he didn't have that tonight, so I could have gotten on earlier because I would prefer like a 7. Although it sounds like 7:30. I also think like 7:30 and 8. You'll stop freezing. Oh my gosh. Yes, Calc 2 was the opposite of Calc 1. It was just impossible. Yes, you can hear my one cat begging. You would think I never give them treats. I actually gave them a little bit before I came up here, but they're terrible with that kind